Sorry, you going back to WoW? I'm gonna play TBC, but I'm not going back until TBC comes out. So right now, today, I'm gonna go for level 50 sailing and get the bigger boat. That's my goal for today. And maybe trick out the bigger boat with some mithril stuff. I know it's not crazy, but I love sailing. Yeah, there's a lot of people that seem to really like it. I really enjoyed the hunter aspect of it yesterday where you got to go out and kill stuff. I'm gonna unmark these. Oh, go left, go left, go left, go left, go left, go left. Savage is quitting. You guys are so drama queens. You guys are drama queens. Sailing killed OSRS. Oh my god, sailing killed OSRS. Did I forget to grab a bottle? There's no way. Don't embarrass me like this, guys. Why am I doing this to myself? Third time in a row I forgot to get the bottle. This can't be for real. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out on sailing. Sardaco. Mr. Savix. Savix, let's get some Mexican food soon, bro. Let's get some quesadillas or some shit. You gonna play WoW with Savix tomorrow? Dude, I've been itching to play some WoW. I'm really... Okay, listen, here's my take on World of Warcraft. I'm not too interested in playing TBC regular again. Even though I love TBC, I really want to play TBC hardcore, though. Like, y'all know I'm a hardcore WoW PvE guy, which is PvM in RuneScape. So, I love hard challenges. If you play WoW, don't ever come back to RuneScape. You will be exiled. Is that Savix telling me? Savix is telling me he's going to exile me from RuneScape? Dude, the RuneScape versus WoW thing is so serious, huh? It's such a serious topic to people. People get real heated about it. Too much pride. Too much pride, guys. And the same thing, like, I think I would enjoy RuneScape more if I wasn't an Iron Man. But I do feel kind of obligated to stay Iron Man. We talked about that earlier. Start trial. Bronze Man, baby. Bronze Man, best version of the game. In my opinion. Unfortunately, we don't have official mode. So unofficial modes are kind of lame. So I get that too. I want to get back in the Inferno, guys, but I'm out of runes. I feel like I'm so close. I'm so close to getting the Inferno cape. I'm just out of runes, out of money. I'm undergeared, underskilled, and overaged. It's tough. It's tough out here. How did today's run go? I died on wave 61 again. Died on wave 61. I do think the next time that I go to Zuck, I'm gonna get the cape, but it's still not easy, guys. It's still not easy getting to Zuck. I can for sure say now that getting to Zuck is the hardest part. Even though the healers can be tough. I'd love to see Savix do the Inferno cape, man. I bet you he'd do it way faster than me. I'm trash. I really figured out that I'm just trash at RuneScape after this playthrough. People that have been playing this game a long time, man, they're just built diff. They're just built different, man. They can stay on rhythm. I got no rhythm. Dude, I have 100k sailing XP and these guys have 3 million? How? Stupid XP per hour, Andes, man. What about fun per hour? Remember how you slept and did other things? Yeah, I remember that. None of those guys got a kitted out sloop, that's for sure. You're damn right. You think any of those XP per hour guys are like, man, why did I do this to myself? I should have just slept and kitted out my sloop like Sardaco. He's having so much fun. Dude, I didn't know Alfie was that guy, man. Alfie is that guy right now. Absolutely diabetical. Alfie is level 84 sailing. Joker ranked 264. He's a machine. Yeah, when he logged out, he was ranked 45 Iron Man. I didn't know he was going hard for sailing. Because Joker. If Joker and LMGD, like, Joker and LMGD are kind of built different when it comes to, like, game launches and going for world first. LMGD is three-time champion, world first person to ding highest level in WoW. Joker only did it in Classic, but LMGD did it in like 3 different expansions. Those guys are the sweatiest of sweats. Hard to beat Alfie at a grind? Yeah, Alfie is proving to be that guy. He is really proving to be that guy. Chat, is Savix going back to World of Warcraft tomorrow? Is he actually playing WoW tomorrow? He told me he was going to get his Infernal Cape first. I mean, he's not quitting. Surely, right? Oh, I'm definitely playing OnlyFangs. But, like, that's good content. OnlyFangs is great content. The thing is, like, I want to play TBC hardcore, but you can't play TBC hardcore right now. The only thing you can do is ultra hardcore. I would much rather play RuneScape. Much rather play RuneScape than ultra hardcore. I don't want to play classic. I don't want to play classic hardcore anymore. I'm done with it. I've played classic hardcore for so many years now, like 3 years. I'm ready for a new challenge. Even just leveling in TBC sounds so fun on a hardcore because there's so many things that can kill you that you just don't really like. I want to be scared. I'm not scared in Classic anymore. I know everything. Not everything. That's pretty arrogant. But I haven't died on a character in so long leveling. I want to die again. I want to be scared. I want to be scared to death when I log into the game. I used to remember that feeling of being scared. TBC will bring that back. Make a hardcore in OSRS? Too soon for all that. Too soon. I can only handle one account. Imagine making another one. F that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they don't have hardcore mains yet. Why can't you do hardcore main? Is there a reason for that? So you can't PK. You can't PK. Wow, PvP does really like mess up the content. You know what it is, guys? There's a lot of people like myself who are combat only guys. I'm a big combat guy, especially WoW players. We are like combat only brained. And RuneScape is like 30% combat, 70% skilling, especially on an Iron Man. Now, I mean, pretty much on an Iron Man. Now, if you play a main, it becomes like 60% combat. Maybe it's like 70% combat, 30% skilling. If you use your money to skip the grinds, you have to get rich first. But the more money you have, the less skilling you have to do. If you're going to try to be a combat-oriented guy. I play Iron Man because I'll cave and buy gear if I go dry on my main. Iron Man does hold you accountable. You can't cheat it. You cannot cheat an Iron Man. That is one good thing about it. But I'm a streamer. I can't really cheat because people will check me. That's the thing. I could, the chat could hold me accountable. I would never be able to cheat. If I said that I was going to play Bronze Man, I wouldn't be able to cheat. You just have to be able to put up with people flaming you for playing an unofficial game mode all day, every day. It would probably get annoying. And that's the only reason I haven't done it is because I'm not very good at getting flamed all day long. Some people can handle that. I personally can't. So that's why I haven't done it, because I know I'd get so much flame and I wouldn't be able to keep my sanity. My tolerance, my flame tolerance is not that high. Is that a thing? Like, isn't half of RuneScape playing a self-restricted account? Yeah, but most of those guys that do that make YouTube series. They're not streaming it. And they're guys that probably have mains already, you know? Been playing for a while. Also, I think it is fine. I think it would be fine for me to play a Bronze Man, but I couldn't delete my iron. If I de-iron, then it's gonna be a nightmare for me. It'd be a nightmare. I think it would have been fine if I played that mode from beginning. Nobody would have cared. But if I stop my Iron Man halfway and change to something else, then people care, right? And it will be way too toxic. A lot of the flame is memes like Odablock's chat. Yeah, but there's no way to tell if it's a meme or if it's not, unless you're just assuming all of it's a meme. But I don't want to foster that type of community. I want to be able to tell if you're kidding and not have to like wonder. And if you are being toxic, then I don't want you in the community. So I want to just like make sure that we're keeping it balanced. And so as a streamer, I would say that like what I've noticed, I'm new to streaming, guys. I'm only 2 years in. So what I'm noticing is like the streamer creates their community by allowing things. If I allow you all to call me bald every single line, every other line that you say, then that's fine. And I allow that. But if I didn't want that to happen, I would time you out for calling me bald. And then that would teach you guys to stop calling me that. Obviously, I don't care. You guys can spam that all you want. But if you replace the word bald with something more worse, then and people are saying those words a lot, then you could time people out for doing that or whatever. So you kind of create your own community as a streamer. You know what I mean? You decide what's allowed and what's not. Greasy little weasel. Yes, more worse, Gordon. More worse. Grats on the moonset piece, Gordon. You're coming along, man. You are coming along. I got timed at a Brett Dog chat for asking why he talks like that. I mean, that's like the way that you ask questions can trigger a streamer, and he might not like that. I feel like I don't think Brett Dog is actually a dog. All right, Gritch, I'm glad that you were able to like figure that out. Don't you have haters from WoW? No. I would say 1 day of RuneScape streaming is more hate than like a year of streaming WoW. But I also have more viewers in RuneScape. So it's different. And you also have to be able to put up with more, I would say, banter or people talking shit, if you will, when you have more viewers. It gets a bit more spurgy when the view count goes up. When you get to Oda's level, It's insane. It's straight up insanity. But the thing is, if you look at Summit 1G's chat, Summit 1G has and Shroud, they got more viewers than Oda Block, and their chat doesn't look anything like Oda's. And so that's why I'm trying to be like, how do I, if I ever get a bunch of viewers, how do I get my chat to be more like Shroud and Summit 1G? How do I make the community realize what's okay and what's not type of shit? And so that's what I've been thinking about lately is like, where's my line at? How do I want to show what's okay and what's not, and set those chat rules. I think it starts by like talking to your mods, telling them like what you're going to allow and what you're not going to allow. It's a lot more work, I think, than I originally thought it would be. And here's the thing. I like to talk to my chat. I like to see what you guys have to say. I like to have interactions with you. And if I'm trying to have interaction with you guys and there's one person that's like just spamming, people that are just spamming like just random toxic stuff, it's like, it's annoying, and then it throws off the vibe too. So you just got to get rid of those people. If you ban the trolls, they'll leave. Exactly. I respect you for being transparent with us. Yeah, that's why whenever I have like a normal chatter, like you guys right here, this is very, very normal right now. This is ideal chat. Like everybody in here, you guys are all welcome here anytime. Because nobody in here has lost their mind and is spamming heinous shit. I like this. I like this a lot right now. Right here, this 800 viewers, this is so much better than being at 2K and you have like a bunch of crazy people coming in because you're at the top of the section. Maybe it's just a side effect of being at the top of the section. PvP community is filled with way more toxic people and trolls as well, regardless of the game. I would agree with that. I think the PvP community naturally toxic because have you ever played League of Legends? It's tough. A team PvP game will naturally breed the most toxic community because now you are being toxic towards the other team and everyone on your team who isn't doing the right thing because their gameplay affects your outcome. So when you play League, you literally hate everyone. It's designed that way. AKA blame the jungler. Exactly. When you are one of the best League players in the world, you will only win 55 to 60% of your games. That means 40 to 50% of the time, depending on if you're the best in the world or average, you will be losing. So no matter what, half the time you spend on the game, you will be in a bad mood. It's tough. It's a tough, it's one of the most popular games in the world, but I feel like it's not good for your mental to play League because you're just always going to be upset. And when you win, it is not the same feeling. It is not equally good as how bad it feels to lose. I always felt so much worse when I lost than good when I won. Tyler 1 is wholesome as hell IRL, but League Tyler 1 is crazy. Yeah, I've met Tyler IRL, and he's actually a really cool dude. Seems very normal, down to earth. He's nothing like his persona. His persona online is totally different. That's why I play ARAM or temporary game modes. Rank got to my head too much. Yeah, because everybody wants to see the number go up. That's why RuneScape is a more chill, better game. Because like, as long as the number's going up, I mean, at the end of the day, you were successful in the game that day. So a skilling game where you're not playing against anybody or fighting over resources or anything like that. You just want to watch the number go up. This game can breed some of the nicest people in a very chill environment, right? Never played LOL. I like to try WoW at one point. I love World of Warcraft. However, as we saw today, loot drama in WoW has some of the most toxic interactions. Loot drama in classic WoW specifically. It goes off the rails. We saw that from Showbeck today. And that's pretty much what most of the OnlyFans drama was about. It was all about who got the loot. And it never ended. It was an ongoing drama fest of who gets the loot and who deserves it. That's all OnlyFans is. Next OnlyFans, I don't know if I want any responsibility. I'm just never going to get loot. I don't even care. I used to care, and I'm not going to care at all in the next OnlyFans. Search Showbeck Ninja'd Me in YouTube. Yeah, it should come right up. Solid watch if you haven't seen that one. One of the funniest videos I think I've seen in a really long time is the guy who posted on Reddit that Showbeck ninja'd his shield. He called Showbeck, I think, just about every name in the book that wasn't TOS. At one point he said he wasn't American. At one point he said he dishonored his country when he took the shield. I was like, dude, this is crazy. He betrayed his country. Yeah. He sold out his family, everything. Wasn't Showbeck born in Britain? I thought he was born in Germany or something. I think he actually speaks a little German. Was Showbeck good at WoW? Yeah. Absolutely not, guys. Don't tell him I said that. What are your thoughts on a group hardcore with the WoW boys? I don't know if that's happening. Solaire. Between me and you, I don't know how long all the WoW boys are going to be around, brother. If I'm keeping it real. Believe it or not, WoW boys are WoW boys for a reason. They like World of Warcraft. I hope a lot of the OSRS players will come and play in OnlyFangs. I'd love to see Odablock. There's nobody I'd rather see more than Odablock playing hardcore TBC. I would love to see that guy come play. That would be a vibe. What's OnlyFangs? Imagine like a bunch of streamers in one guild, all trying to level up, not die, and fight for a spot in the raid. And the way that you get a spot in the raid is pretty much based on how many viewers you have or how your contribution in the guild. It's mainly clout. But also it can be like, I didn't have a lot of viewers, but I won a spot in the guild by challenging someone to a duel to the death. This guy named Yamato, who was being a pain in the ass, and he was like one of Tyler One's followers, if you will. And a lot of people didn't like this guy. And he was hoarding the loot, and I was the mayor at the time for the undead. I was the leader of the undead, and he was hoarding the loot, and he was pissing me off so badly. And I was like, dude, I don't care if you steal the loot, but like, just steal it so we can wrap this thing up. Because he was like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the loot yet. Like, I haven't decided. He was like literally trying to create drama, and I was like, no, fuck this guy. Don't give him any attention. Either steal the loot or give it out, but make up your mind. And so Soda had to come in, and then we're like, all right, I was like, all right, Yamato's keeping the loot. We want to kill him. So basically when somebody does something that you don't like, you're allowed to tell Soda that the guild leader, the war chief, that you want this guy killed, right? So I go to him. We're like, all right, the undead took a vote. We voted that Yamato gets to be killed for doing what he did. And it passed a 70% vote. So then we were like, all right, how do we want to kill this guy? And I was like, they were trying to figure it out. And ultimately, I was like, I volunteer as tribute. I'll learn how to PvP so I can kill this idiot. And I had never PvP'd in my life. But originally, they were going to choose somebody like Shobek or Sony or somebody to kill him, but he would have died. He would have died so quickly, it wouldn't have been content. He would have just got stomped. But it was supposed to be a punishment anyway. But I was like, don't worry, I'll kill him. So I had 1 week to learn how to PvP so that I could kill this guy for being an idiot and pissing me off at the meetings. And I did it. I beat him 5-1. One of the biggest, that was one of the biggest WoW events of all time, by the way. One of the biggest WoW events. It was a lot of viewership tuned in for it. Who coached you? I got coached by Bobka and Sony and Shobek a little bit. It was a good filler episode content. Yeah, it was good because there wasn't a lot going on that week. Like, there wasn't a lot going on content-wise that week. So it was good that happened. Kind of filled some content drought for the week. And everybody was talking about like who was going to win. And like everyone was telling me Yamato's so good. Yamato's beating everybody. And I was like, damn, maybe I am going to lose because I was getting owned by Bobka. But the thing is, Yamato was training against guys that were not that great. And I was training against the best rogue ever in Classic WoW. I was training against Bobka. And Bobka's like, all he does is world PvP on a rogue for 10 years straight. So of course this guy's going to beat me every duel. I also didn't have full world buffs, and Warrior scales crazy with full world buffs. So I'm training against Bobka with weights on. Yeah, Bobka's like the Oda block of rogue in World of Warcraft. I'm training with no world buffs, none of this stuff. And when I was going against Yamato, I had everything. So the whole week I was training with weights on. Yamato was training against warriors that didn't have world buffs, that didn't have other things. So he was training on easy mode, and I was training on hard mode. And when it came to fighting, it wasn't even a contest. It was so easy to beat Yamato compared to dueling Bobka all week that I was surprised how well I did. I was like, holy shit, this isn't actually that fair of a duel. Warrior is OP. If I lost this, I'm terrible. That's how strong Warrior was when it had all the buffs, and I didn't know it was going to be that strong. He also didn't play that well. Yamato deserved it? I agreed. Apparently somebody told me that Yamato crypto rug pulled his viewers and quit streaming. I'm like, what? I mean, if anybody was going to do that to their viewers, I would have guessed him. Even that's a bit low for I guess I didn't judge him low enough as a person. I guess I gave him a benefit of a doubt that he wasn't that big of a scumbag. But it turns out he is. How many viewers did he pull? I don't know. Who rug pulled their viewers? Apparently Yamato did. I mean, this is what I'm told. I haven't done any research, but several people have told me this. He used to average like 4K on League. Brother, if you have 4K viewers, you are making more than 10K a month on Twitch just from ads. And that's if you run three per minute. Who is rug pulling their viewers for 10K and ruining their career? Quick deposit. Open this. We got 37 to open. Nice. Oh my God, I have 5 hemp seeds. Chat, I just noticed. Oh my God, I didn't even notice I got 5 hempers. We've just been vibing over here. We've just been absolutely vibing. The biggest vibes. Was it not a clog? It was a clog when I got one, but I got 2 and then I got 3 apparently. Now we're sitting on 5 hemp. This has been the most enjoyable sailing content. I'll just say it. Salvaging the most enjoyable sailing content. How come your stuff stacks in your cargo hold? There's a button that says stack at the top right when you open your cargo hold. Just press that button. XP rates are nuts for salvaging at higher levels. Long distance ports are kind of chill too. I haven't done that one, but maybe I'll try it. Quick deposit. Okay. We're going to sail back. I mean, I guess I could technically stay here till 53. No, I'll just do 1 lap. I could just do 1 trial lap and I'll be 53. And then I could do bigger salvage or whatever, large salvages. I think that's probably what I would do. Now that we have our hemp seeds, we're going to go plant these. I still think the best thing you could probably do is do trials until 53 and then do the large Rex. All right, where am I going to plant these? Should I just go to Artie? Our hemp is now planted. It is going to be done in 1 hour. It is 1 hour to grow hemp. There it is. We did it, boys. So we almost hit 53 sailing today. We got our hemp planted and that's pretty good. That's pretty dang good.